Everyone uses ChatGPT, but nobody knows how it actually works. And that's why most people get confused, scared, or think it's magic. So today I'll explain how LLMs think in clean, normal English, so you finally stop feeling lost. So most people think that in their PhD to understand large language models. I started with literally one question that what is an LLM? And somehow curiosity pulled me into a rabbit hole. Training, probabilities, predictions, and transformers, and all that. So let me show you the exact path I followed. And yeah. An LLM is basically a gigantic pattern recognition machine. It doesn't understand like a human. It predicts text based on what it has seen. That's where my journey started, realizing it's all just math pretending to be intelligence. So, let me show you how. So, we mostly have a text. So, for example, let's say we gave it some data. Let's say some text. And then our LLM is supposed to find patterns in our text. And then it has to predict the next word based on probability 70%, 20%, or 10%. So let's say Mary is a blank. And then in our dictionary we have three words: lady, girl, and whatever, woman. And then let's say lady has 40%, woman has 30%, and girl has 50%. So that is how it's supposed to work. And this is mostly what an LLM is. So let me just show you more further. When I first learned how models are trained, it just clicked. When you feed the model absurd amounts of data and it tries to guess the next token, it guesses wrong, and then you correct it, and you repeat that millions or billions of times. So training is basically punishment reward loop. Yeah, and that is how it always works, and it is called gradient descent. So what happens is we give it an input, and then it makes a prediction, and then it causes error, then it updates, and then we give it an input again, then it makes a prediction again, then an error again, and then update again. And that is how the whole loop works. So this whole thing is called gradient descent, and it is mostly used to minimize loss of our data during the training of our ML model. So this is basically it from it, and it's not that complex that you won't understand and stuff. So yeah, that was basically it. So at some point I realized the real power of LLMs is probability. So every output the model gives, whether every word, every sentence, it comes from a giant probability distribution. So it's not guessing randomly. It's just calculating what's most likely based on everything it has learned. And yeah, so when you stack millions of probability decisions over thousands of tokens, it feels like intelligence emerges. But it's still math, but just beautifully optimized math. And once I understood that, training small models stopped feeling scary. It just became more logical afterwards. So learning all of this didn't make me special, it just taught me something important, that curiosity is just more valuable than intelligence. And you don't need to be a genius, you just need to ask the right question at why at the right moment. So curiosity over talent. If you want me to break down training models, small models or big models, whatever, attention heads, or how probabilities actually work under the hood, Tell me in the comment section. I'll make a full series. Thank you.